Hey guys, so last week we went out and got cheeseburgers and we did the macro count on them and we estimated that it was I think almost 1,000 calories for burger and fries, and then for mine it was like 1,200, 300 plus or something like that. Exact numbers I don't know, but it was a lot, right? So today we're actually going to do our own healthy alternative version of cheeseburgers. We're going to actually keep the meal about half the calories. So in this case, Fanny's is going to be around 500-ish calories for the burger and the sides, and mine will be around 600 to 700-ish. So it's going to be a simple cheeseburger. You're going to have your regular ingredients. We're going to be using red onion, tomatoes, lettuce. I kind of ghetto julienne them. One of the reasons why is because if you have lettuce that isn't chopped up, when you're biting into the burger, it tends to slip and slide. So you want to just avoid that. And then some pickles. And then we're going to be using potato buns. And they're only 200 calories each. We'll be using 93.7 ground beef, and that's about 170 calories per 4 ounces. And that's pretty much your average hamburger patty. For cheese, we're going to use Sargento's mild cheddar. It's going to be the ultra thin slices, which is about 45 calories per slice. You'll find that this burger is way healthier than what we ended up eating. And then we're going to eat that with a side of chips. So let's begin. The first thing we want to do is we have our ground beef here ready. And I recommend you buy freezer bags for this so that you can store this later because you're going to have leftover. This is about a pound right now, and we're going to measure out for Fanny 113 grams, which is 4 ounces. And 114. So that's going to be Fanny's patty right there, and we'll make that later, but we have that measured out. So we just put in a ball so that we can just work with that later. Now mine is going to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to give myself 6 ounces instead of 4, so that's 170 grams. So let's measure that out right here. Here's a comparison of the raw meats, so the raw patties. Okay, so that's 4 ounces, and that's about 5.5-ish. Okay, so let's make our patties. First is the 4 ounce patty. It's super easy to make a patty, right? It's just you're just trying to make a hamburger patty out of this thing. You kind of want to make it like kind of a thin disc. And then we're gonna add pepper and some garlic salt and some salt to it later. But yeah, essentially just keep doing that until you get the right shape for the bun. I'd like mine to be a perfect circle-ish. So we're just seasoning a little bit. And I'm only going to season one side because when we throw it in the pan, we can just season the other side later. So we're going to do it, we're just going to do a flip when we put it on the pan. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to basically heat this pan up. Then we're going to use just cooking spray because the ground beef already has a lot of grease and fat in it already, so we don't really need to add any more oil than we need to. One thing is that a lot of people like to poke and prod their food, and that ends up having the food stick to the pan. So just leave it alone, and then you'll be able to do an easy flip once only. So you just cook that to whatever you want your beef to be. So while we're waiting for this pan to heat up for our meat, we're going to actually just start toasting the buns here. And in about a second, I'm going to turn on the vent. So it's going to get really loud because we don't want the beef to start smoking the whole house. So then just know that we're just going to cook the meat. Alright guys, so we're done cooking our patties and here's our burgers so far. So now we're just going to add cheese to it, and we're going to actually put it in the oven. I've had it set to 250 for a while now, and basically we're just going to have the cheese melt and toast the buns a little bit more, and then we're going to toast the top bun, and then I think we should be good. a slice of cheese that we're going to be putting on. See how thin they are? So we have to be careful here. And we're just going to place that on top of the bun. On the patty. And we're just going to toss this in the oven. For maybe, I don't know, take that top bun instead. So now we have our top buns toasted. Fanny and I like to have like a crunchy outside and a really soft inside. So that's why it looks a little like toast right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to use Walden Farms Thousand Island, and we're just going to spread the top of the bun. So we're just going to do a light, like very light spread. Actually, you know what? Let's just pour it. And then we'll just spread it out. So let's just spread it out. And the thing about this Thousand Island dressing is that it's actually 0 calories. So we're just going to add it for a little flavor. Okay. And that's our bun. Burgers look like with the cheese melted on. And let's just start putting burgers on here. So Fanny measured out our sides already. We're just going to eat chips. And this is going to be her burger here. And this is going to be my burger here. And now we're going to assemble our toppings. So tomato, and then some, red onion. Oh, actually, let's do this. Sorry guys, I'm really bad at assembling burgers. I can cook burgers, but I can't assemble them. And then pickles. We have 2 pickles. And then we have our greens. Then finish off. That's our cheeseburger. So macros will be listed, and that's 420 calories.